now, firefighters are battling a blaze at a vacant building in downtown Stockton. Your reporter Rachel Wolf is there live at the scene with the latest. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, good morning. This has been going on now for several hours, and as you can see behind me, this firefight is still very active. And I want to point out the firefighters standing on the roof. This is the library next door. We had water spewing from all these different ladder trucks. At this point in time, they're not actively fighting it in that way, and they're letting this fire burn. And I'm going to bring in Chief Brandon Doolin with Stockton Fire Department. Tell me a little bit about this strategy, because you were really aggressively hitting this. Let's take a look at some of that video from earlier when we first arrived, and I don't see you. I see you kind of backing off at this point.
Yeah, so right now we're kind of just letting it burn off. There's not a lot we can do. Even if we started throwing thousands of gallons a minute at this thing, the water would just pour out onto the street and we'd still have burning and smoldering spots for days. It's too unsafe to go in there. So right now we're just containing it. We've got people sitting on the top of the library with hand lines ready to go. Earlier today, or earlier this morning, we had a lot of embers being cast out of that and flames shooting 50, 60 feet up in the air. We were much more aggressive in trying to keep that thing at bay, and now it's just kind of watching it, managing it.
So several years ago, there was another fire in here, and this is a building known to firefighters in the Stockton area.
Correct. Because
of that. And you wanted to avoid what happened in that fire, and you said you had guys hurt.
We've had injuries in this building. It's a very big building, and we had a 5-alarm fire here several years ago, and the floors burnt out in different areas, and guys get tripped up and fall through holes and get injured. And so that's in the back of our mind, and the fact that the fire was well advanced when we showed up. We had to get in there and make sure nobody was in there, and after that
Is this going to collapse? That was my big concern, because it does not look safe, this wall.
Well, the floors have been collapsed, burning off and collapsing on top of each other. The walls, we have a collapse zone, so we don't have anybody operating in the collapse zone, and then we're working with the city building officials to look at the building and see what needs to be done as far as emergency takedown of the building.
Your ambulance coming out. Hopefully there's nobody injured in this that you know of, nobody was inside that you know of, but at a certain point you had to stop searching and protect your own safety.
Correct. So yeah, that was one of our every fire we go to, it's a primary objective is get in there and make sure there's nobody in there. And we did our best to get in there as far as we could and as deep as we could, but we experienced weakened structural floors already. So.
All right, well, thanks to Brandon Dolan with the Stockton Fire Department. We appreciate you taking the time. And so safety, top priority for the men and women. At this point, they are letting this burn. We watched it, and they are working with the city. I want to reiterate that there's no danger to the public, and so they'll be watching this throughout the day, even likely when the fire is out.
Incredible, though, seeing into those windows and seeing the flames burning so clearly inside. Rachel, thank you very much.